It's unlikely to be a day that President Trump will enjoy. He's already tweeted his views. To preempt the expected bad press, White House staff have published a list of his accomplishments. He's been praised for his part in appointing a conservative judge in the Supreme Court, which will leave a legacy long after Trump has left the White House. The military response in Syria was also applauded. There have been many executive orders, congressional acts and new laws on reducing legislation, making it easier, it said, for businesses and creating new jobs.
What we're seeing out of Trump right now is very different than what we saw in the campaign. Trump absolutely addressed Obamacare, but when he was talking about making America great again, he was really focusing specifically on the economy. He's a jobs guy. Trump thinks in terms of infrastructure and buildings and putting America back to work.
That comes at a price. Land protection and environment laws have been cut back. There's certainly a nervousness in the Capitol as security is stepped up around the White House. Trump supporters want action on campaign pledges to reduce illegal immigration and drug smuggling along the US-Mexican border. So far, there's no funding for it. No sign either of Trump's promise to drain the Washington swamp by reducing the influence of the political elite.
When he ran, he came in with a mission to change Washington. He had an army behind him that said, we're going to come in, we're going to fix Washington, what's wrong with it? 100 days in, he's done nothing but play golf and fail in Congress. He's failed on health care, can't get the funding for his supposed wall, and now he's going down the tax road. He's failed in the courts on immigration twice.
This administration seems to adapt its foreign policy by reacting to events. President Trump was obviously affected after watching TV pictures of the impact of the gas attack in Syria. Even beautiful babies were cruelly murdered, he said. This triggered concerns how he might react in a similar way when dealing with North Korea.
There's a chance that we could end up having a major conflict with North Korea. Absolutely.
Last November, people voted for the brash New York businessman to lead the United States rather than a polished political insider. No one seems to dispute the need to focus on the US economy as well as the security fears of Daesh, drugs and terrorism. But Trump hasn't delivered yet on changing healthcare in the US, reforming tax or moving ahead on creating the 25 million jobs he's promised within 10 years.
Americans have never before voted for such a unique figure as Trump the millionaire and Trump the TV star. He's so different to the political class, it's hard to gauge how he'll be able to live up to people's expectations. Opinion polls suggest more than half Americans disapprove of him. He currently has the lowest approval ratings for any modern president. And yet, another poll suggests that more than 90% of those who voted for him still support him. Iolo Dafydd, TRT World, Washington, D.C.